Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Madison's. Well, a week into lockdown 2.0 as everyone's calling it, and what a week. News on Monday, that potential vaccine that Pfizer and the third round of testing shown to have a 90% success rate against COVID, and the stock markets really liked that news. They rallied massively, huge bounce back. Indeed, the economists have been a bit more positive about this lockdown. In the previous lockdown, we saw a reduction in GDP of 25%. I think that was because everything shut down, didn't it? This lockdown feels very different. A lot of things are still open, still functioning. And accordingly, economists are only predicting a 10% drop in GDP. And that's where we see enormous contradictions. The housing market remains incredibly resilient. We have seen the shortest and the deepest recession on history. And yet prices, according to the latest Halifax Industry, are up 7.5%. And the market is dealing with an unprecedented demand. News this week that almost half of buyers who were hoping to catch that end of March deadline probably won't, because of the enormous strain on the housing market due to all those conveyancers, surveyors and brokers working flat out. So this week it's felt very much business as normal-ish to us. We've been working with increased safety guidelines for a while. Our offices remain open, skeleton staff, most of my staff are working from home and open by appointment only, but still able to do valuations, viewings under all those strict guidelines that we were working with before. And the rental market, that's staying incredibly buoyant, showing there's a demand outstripping supply, real need for good stock. But again, contradictions. The London rental market really struggling, the regional rental market really, really good. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out over the next few weeks. If they do reopen on the 2nd of December, I really hope they will. But I think the overriding message from me is that the housing market will continue to remain buoyant. The stamp duty relief certainly had a great impact on that. But I think the reality is there is still an awful lot of money in the economy thanks to those measures that the government is keeping in place, meaning that people feel they can afford to evaluate their home and make a move if it feels the right thing to do. So my week, well, it feels a little bit different this week. I'm certainly doing less valuations, but I looked at my diary this time last year and I was doing roughly the same amount then. It's been manically busy up until now, and I think when it suddenly slows a bit, you can put it down to a factor like a lockdown 2.0, but I think it's actually seasonal reduction that we would normally see at this time of year. But still busy at all the other areas. I've negotiated offers this week. I'm taking a property to seal bids as I sit here now. And I've got lovely properties coming to market. I'm going to talk about 3 in a minute that I've launched this week. Wobbly market though, post offer, an awful lot of hand holding required. Buyers getting chippy on surveys, looking for price reduction. So a market that needs quite a lot of hand holding, but we enjoy that. And of course I have my excellent sales progression manager, Millie, who keeps everything calm and steady for us. And we've had 4 completions this week, so she's doing a great job in getting all those offers through to exchange. So I mentioned new properties that I'm going to be taking to market, or I have taken to market, and have a look at these ones. One is in the St John's Quarter, great little semi-detached property, 3 bedrooms, beautiful presentation, a lovely south-facing garden. That one's on at a guide of 465,000. No onward chain with that one, and no onward chain with this one either. One I've launched on Prospect Road, so further along slightly along the St John's Road in the more the Southborough region. And that has had a lovely loft conversion, got a good extension out the back, open plan kitchen diner, presented immaculately. And that one is on at a guide of 550,000, 4 bedrooms, that one. And a stunning apartment on Molyneux Park Road, bought by the current owner and completely renovated to an exceptional standard. It really is stunning. Private outside space and a communal garden, and going on at a guide of 685,000. Any of those of interest, do give me a call. And if this weekend you want to have a nice takeaway in this current lockdown too, do check out Kai's Kitchen. I think it's one of the best Thai restaurants in the town. There are 2 others which I think are equally very good, but Kai's really nice, affordable food. They're doing click and collect, so check them out if you want to have some nice Eastern cuisine this weekend. Stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.